Who this?
Walk, leash, walk, 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 walk,
Tell us something about 2K18.
Am I allowed to?
Yes.
One of the big things we've done in the last couple of years is developing and expanding on the Archetype system. And in 2K18, the Archetype system will be expanded and deeper than it's ever been.
Oh wow, 2K18. Before we get into 2K18, I think one of the biggest challenges we faced this year in 2K17 was just balancing shooting. So we went back, reviewed all the past shooting systems in our games, all the way back to 2K11, took all the good things that we liked about all those different systems, and we put together what I think is the best system to date for 2K18. And we're so excited for you guys to try it out in September.
Yeah, we talked to some of the devs and they were hinting about certain things, but I want to get the lowdown from you. And let's start with Archetypes, because the devs mentioned that there'll be a strong focus again in next year's game.
Absolutely. I think one of the things that were so special about Archetypes, to have these different play styles was something that the tournament, you really saw these players playing these different roles, and it really made the game more competitive. Now, balancing the archetypes, that's the bigger challenge, that's the bigger question, and I don't envy the gameplay team for going in there and trying to figure out how to balance these things, but we've heard a lot of community feedback. I think we're in a good spot in terms of where we're heading down the road with Archetypes.
And speaking of community feedback, we've heard a lot about shooting. And Mike Wang mentioned a little bit about what's going to be changing with shooting next year.
Yeah, so shooting's something that the community has been talking about all year long. I think ever since the introduction of green releases, a lot of fans have a lot of different kind of feedback about that. I think they've kind of learned to use it as a crutch. Like if I learn my release and I think the bar is filled up, I should make that shot 100% of the time. But we were seeing a lot of really high shooting percentages, high 60s, high 70s, even some of the high 80s and 90s in Pro-Am. I think when we start going forward into 2K18, I'm really glad that the producers are looking towards what made shooting fun and realistic in previous games, because there has been a lot of, differences game by game on how shooting works. But I'm really excited to see what they come up with in 2K18, because I think we're going to see a lot of improvements there.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Coda here, aka The King, coming at y'all with my first ever NBA 2K18 news video. And yo, as y'all seen in the little intro video right there, they will be trying to balance out archetypes. Now what this can be is, raising archetypes in other areas that they fall. For example, we'll say a slasher. Let's say he'd probably rise up his damn standing three or some shit. Or what I think this means, we can have dual archetypes. Now look, most people was complaining about, okay, we can't play how we want to make a superstar build like LeBron. We want to make a superstar build like Kyrie, a superstar build like Russell Westbrook. I mean by this, these players are two builds in one. Hear me out. So if I want to be Kyrie, I want to be a playmaker and a shot creator. So how this going to happen is, I can see my main position being a playmaker and my second position being a shot creator. But don't give me not have full both 94 boosts or 94 or higher attributes. Now what I mean by this is, okay, let's say my main position want to be a playmaker. So my playmaking going to be a 95, and maybe my shot creating going to be like a 85, 86, 87. I think that would be, straight. I think we'd be happy with that. Now with the shooting boost, they also said they're going to be tuning shooting. Now, on 2K17, they was doing a little bit of tuning updates, with the shot, and seeing that how this can help. Now, for the past couple of weeks, man, the patches was horrible. They had playmakers cannot shoot at all, nothing but mid-ranges. They had people, and at a point they had glass cleaners, banging threes and just wetting them shits out of nowhere in every possession. But now I think it's pretty balanced. They just came out with a tuning update just not too long ago, probably a couple of days ago, and I probably like this one more the better. For the past couple of days, my point forward was feeling kind of smooth with his shot, man. He was making a lot more threes, open threes, and I mean, like, I feel like if you open, you should make that shit. But yeah, man, I really think that we can do that. Now, what this means, hopefully for 2K18, hopefully new parks coming. Hopefully, you know, this Hall of Fame shit. This Hall of Fame shit. No, not the Hall of Fame. What you call it? Be immortalized to 2K18. I think that's just a statue or a Wall of Fame. Somebody had a video of that. I'll just have that in the description below, or I can post it on my own if y'all want me to do that. But yeah, man, other than that, man, I just had to put my little bit of input in this shit. It's been your boy Coda. I'm out this bitch. Let's get it.